of America's biggest social media companies coming under fire this week. TikTok agreeing to settle a lawsuit that has sparked a landmark trial. The plaintiffs say the app fuels depression, anxiety, and suicidal thoughts among young people. Snapchat also cutting a deal last week, leaving Meta's Instagram and Google's YouTube to defend their platforms before a jury. Details of the settlement have not been disclosed, but Mark Zuckerberg and other execs will testify over the next several weeks. And that all comes as Google just reached a $68 million settlement in a class action lawsuit accusing it of secretly recording smart device users. I'd like to bring in cybersecurity expert Alex Hammerstone to break this down for us a bit. So, Alex, thanks so much for your time today. We are seeing these major settlements. I want to start with TikTok and claims that the companies, these social media companies, are engineering their products to hook young users. They're who are being focused in on, but really it hooks all of us. What is your reaction to this settlement?
So it's interesting, when you think about really any business, the goal is to hook you and get you to use the product, whether it's a food product or a store or really anything. And, social media and entertainment is no different. They really want their users to stay on the site and consume their content, and so they can sell more ads and keep going like that. I think the issue here is whether that's damaging, right? So, I was thinking last week I started reading an article on Wikipedia about the Antarctic, and it was 4.5 hours later I'd read just about every article there is about Antarctic exploration. So, I think we all get caught up in these different, consumption of media really all the time.
We really do. I'm looking at the floor crew here. And they're both on their phones right now. But I'm saying it is really it's just a situation where we are always looking down at the phone. It is truly addictive. So, Alex, talk about this other settlement. Google has agreed to pay $68 million, another class action lawsuit. This one, though, is accusing the company of secretly recording smart device users, various devices, not just your phone here. We're talking about personal conversations for users of Google smartphones, home speakers, laptops, tablets, Chromecast media players, even wireless earphones, your little earbuds. What is your reaction to this settlement, and how do people know that they are not just randomly being listened to or even watched?
I think the issue here is you don't know, right? I mean, you have listening devices all around your house. I mean, it's just kind of the way it is these days. And with this case, what it was is, a lot of us have these, home assistants that are activated by saying a certain phrase. And, it's always listening for that phrase. And if it doesn't hear it, then it's, not supposed to listen to what we're saying and do anything with it. But apparently in this case, it's being accused of accidentally or nefariously, but it looks like accidentally, waking up by accident and then recording that information and then targeting ads based on that. And when you think about it, when you have one of these devices in your house, you have to remember, as cheap as technology has gotten these days, a $50 device that sits in your house is not going to have the processing power to actually answer your questions and store all that data. So what happens is it sends what you're asking out to their servers and then processes it there and then sends the answer back. So the things that you're saying to it are kind of leaving that device. And the issue here was that people claim that they were seeing ads for things they had talked about when they had not specifically tried to wake up their device or use their device.
Absolutely. And I do just want to say the floor crew here, they're hard at work, but I'm just saying that we all are just constantly glancing at our phones. It really has such a hold. They have such a hold on us. Okay, so Alex, as you know, this is all happening as now California's governor, Gavin Newsom, is reviewing whether TikTok is violating state law there in California by censoring content, any content that is critical of President Trump. What is your reaction to this? Again, these are allegations. We don't have proof yet, but this also comes in light of last week's $14 billion deal to establish a U.S. subsidiary in regards to TikTok.
So I've read these stories, right? And I think, with kind of the political environment, it's no surprise to see these. When you think about kind of the algorithm, and I think people, think about that as kind of a nebulous word, but it's really kind of the decisions that it's making of what to show you next. I made the mistake once of looking up replacement windows, and that's the only ads I got for 6 months. But really, when they're looking here and making an accusation that certain types of content that may be harmful to certain politicians is being blocked, that's certainly a concern, right? And something that that I'm sure they'll investigate. But I think what they need to figure out, especially with TikTok really blaming a technical glitch, is you need to see if there were 100 videos that were attempted to be uploaded and 99 were, hilarious cat videos and one was a political video and all 100 videos are blocked, then, it's likely a technical glitch. If the 99 non-political videos get uploaded and the one political video is blocked, that probably tells you that there was something going on there. So I'm sure there'll be an investigation and they'll look into this and really we'll see where it ends up.
Yes, we will. All right. Alex Hammerstone, great to talk to you. Thank you.
Thank you.